Hello, boys and girls. I'm Otis the Oatmeal Cookie, and today we're going to be finding words on cards that have the long O sound. When we find words that have the long O sound in it, we're going to give it over to my friend Omar the Owl, and Omar the Owl's going to take them. But some of the words are not going to have the long O sound, so we won't give those cards to Omar. And want to know a really neat trick? The long O sound sounds just like the letter O. So we're going to be listening for words that have the sound O in them. Sound like fun? So come on, let's go! For our first card, we have a bone. So let's say bone together. Bone. Bone. Do you hear the long O sound in it? Remember, it sounds like the letter O. Bone. Ha! You do hear it, so guess what? We are going to give this one over to Omar the Owl. Here you go, Omar. There's a nice bone for you. On to our next card. Here is a phone. Do you hear the long O sound, the letter O, in the word phone? Phone. You say it now. I think I totally heard the word O in phone. So guess what? We're going to give this one over to Omar too. Here you go, Omar. In case you need to make a phone call, we have a new phone for you. Boy, I sure wish I had one of these. It's a nose. Do you hear the long O sound in the word nose? You say it. Now I'll say it. Nose. Do you hear the long O sound? Nose. I do too. So we're going to give this nose over to Omar. Here you go, Omar. Here's our next card. Our next card is a fish. Do you hear the long O sound? The letter that sounds like the actual letter O in fish? Fish. Fish. I sure don't hear the long O sound, so we're not going to give this one over to Omar. Sorry, Omar, not this time. Here's our next card. It's a toad. Let's say toad together. Toad. Toad. Does toads have the long O sound in it? Say it again. Toad. Wait, let me hear you say it now. I did hear the long O sound. Hey, Omar, I hope you like toads, because we have a big one for you. Our next card is a bow. Bow. Can you say bow with me? Bow. This is a really easy one. Do you hear the long O sound in the word bow? I sure do. Hey, guess what, Omar? We have a nice pink bow for you. Here you go. Here's our next card. It's a box. Does box have the O sound in it? Box. You know what? Box is spelled B-O-X. But that is the short O sound, not the long O sound. We need words that only have the O sound, and box is not one of them. So this card is not gonna go to Omar. Here's our next card. It's a pretty red rose. Do you hear the O sound in rose? Rose. Wait, you say it now, and I'll listen. I do hear the long O sound. Rose, do you? Alright, so guess what, Omar? We're gonna give you this nice red rose. Here you go. Our next card is a boat. Can you say boat with me? Boat. Great job. So now I want to listen to you say boat by yourself. Go ahead and say it right now. And now I'm going to say it. Boat. Do you hear the long O sound? Boat. I sure do hear the long O sound, so we're gonna give this one over to Omar. Here you go, Omar, a big boat for you. Here's our next card. It's a pink wig. Pink wig. Wig. Does wig have the long O sound in it? I don't hear the long O sound in wig. Do you hear it in wig? Wig. Nope. That's definitely not a card we're gonna give to Omar. Sorry, Omar. No wig today. We're almost done. Here's our second to last card. It's a stone. Do you hear the long O sound in stone? Say it with me. Stone. Stone. You say it. And now I'll say it. Stone. I do hear the long O sound, so we are going to give this one over to Omar. Hey, Omar, here's a nice big stone for you. Now here's our last card. It's a goat. Can you say goat with me? Goat. You say it now. Want to hear me say it? Okay. Goat. Do you hear the long O sound? Goat. You are right. It does have the long O sound. Hey, Omar, we have a nice goat for you. Here you go. Well, thank you so much for your help, boys and girls. That was so much fun. I hope you had as much fun as I did finding words with the long O sound in it, like nose, and rose, and bone, and toad, and all the other ones that we found too and gave over to Omar. Remember, when you're out or when you're reading a book or see something that has the long O sound in it, you can let your mommy and daddy know that you know what the long O sound is. So if you liked having fun with me and showing me and Omar words with the long O sound in it, why don't you hit that thumbs up button for me? And also, if you haven't subscribed to Dot Dot Toys channel yet, subscribe! We put out videos every Monday and Thursday. So click that subscribe button and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye!